It's Don Dokken Band right here on your classic metal show from the Up From the Ashes release. That is Crash and Burn. That goes up a request to Shelly Rocks in the chat room.
Good tune. I like that song.
She sent us a little note. She says, "Hail and kill, guys. Loved the show last week. Great to have you both back together. Two segments I particularly enjoyed were the discussions on what's happening with Wasp Tour, of course, and my cruise stories on the Kiss cruise.
There you go. Nice.
I actually wanted to ask if you were able to get any news from Dawn on when we can expect to hear the new album, as I cannot wait to get my hands on it. Well, I will tell you, Shelley, the holdup here is the artwork. The label president for Silver Lining Records was on the Kiss cruise with us, and the Japanese artist who did the artwork for the Lost songs, this guy kind of flaked out on him. He would get like part of the artwork done, and they would want to make changes, and they'd send him the changes, and it would take him like a week to get back to him. And it's like, oh yeah, I'm busy doing this, or I'm busy doing that. And this has been dragging on for a couple of months, and the record label won't give them a release date until all the artwork is completed and all the album notes and liners and pictures and whatever else they're going to include in the cover art is done and submitted.
Cool.
So they won't even give them a tentative release date for that.
Well, why would they if they haven't completed the project?
Yeah. So that's what they're waiting on, is the artwork. Anyhow, linking back to the two topics for my requests, I'd love to hear either Crash and Burn by Dawn's totally awesome solo Up From the Ashes release, or Miss You by Wasp from the Golgotha album, a song I really love, which isn't played much. If it's not too greedy of me and you're feeling generous, it'd be great to hear both of those songs. Well, the question is what's in it for me?
Yeah.
Because I'm a selfish prick. What's in it for me, pal?
Well, Shelly is a $5 person, so I guess she paid for her requests.
She did. Thank you for doing what you do. Fuck you, pal. And well, you know the rest. Shelly Run.
Yeah, but we want to hear the girl say hand job.
Right, of course. Or give one.
Or give one, even better.
One, yeah. And not a dry rub either.
No. Let's get some spit moving here, for God's sakes.
So there you are. There's Shelly Rocks checking in with us.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. And then we heard Megadeth, Hangar 18 for your pal and mine, Sal.
Okay.
Who I see changed his name in the chat room. What is it called? My buddy Chris Akin?
Yeah, something like that.
Because he wants to be close to you, pal. He wants to be close to you.
Keep trying.
You just keep rejecting his advances.
Yeah, keep trying.
He's trying to extend a hand of friendship towards you, and you just rebuff him at every turn.
Slap that motherfucker away every chance I get.
Damn it, Sal will never be in your core 9.
No, he will not be.
Damn it, Sal. You got some aspirations ahead of you to try to get into a slot there.
Good luck.
All right. So there you are. There's taking care of the request. And if you want to get a request, and you can send your email to request@theclassicmetalshow.com.
Yeah. Bring them on.
Yep. I'm not opposed to playing your requests.
Nope.
All right. All right. Do you have anything in particular that you want to talk about?
I have nothing at all this week. I really am lazy this week.
No issue. I got stuff. Hail and kill, caller. You're on the air.
I love you, Chris and Neely.
Thank you, Tim. Why are you laughing in a very gay way?
Well, because I've had a couple of wines and I'm just responding to what Sal just said.
Will Tim ever be in your core 9, Chris?
Tim's there. Tim's number 10. He's inching toward 9. Yep.
Yeah. He's an honorary core 9.
Mm-hmm. He's in my foreign core 9.
No, I really do regard you guys as friends, and I'm going to hang up now before you hang up on me. Hail and kill.
Jeez.
He's learning.
There goes he's drinking wine on a Sunday. Sunday
probably,
afternoon wine. He's
probably
drinking.
started at church and kept right on going.
He's drinking the blood of Christ.
That's right.
Tim drinking wine. Silly guy.
You'd have had to escort him to his plane.
Yeah. I mean, because I'm a good Samaritan like that.
That's right.
I did not watch your segment, and I'm just wondering if you took your cue for doing a Chris Akin Presents segment from the email that Mark Miller sent.
I did not. I haven't had access to the
Oh, okay.
request
Well,
thing.
You did a segment on Guns N' Roses ripping off the fans.
Oh yeah, well that was just something that Eric and I talked about. But yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, Mark Miller sent in an email about the GNR Illusions box set.
Okay.
He says he's put in here my thoughts on it and my thoughts of the band today.
Okay.
So I thought it was a worthy read because he put some time and thought into his thoughts on this.
Sure.
I wasn't aware that GNR was releasing a Illusions box set. Are you aware of it? What?
Oh yeah. It's a monster super deluxe. I think it's 93 tracks or whatever with with the remasters of the 2 albums as well as a bunch of live shows.
Okay.
DVD and
I mean, does it come in like some special packaging?
Oh yeah, it
It's
has a box.
Is it like Gene Simmons' vault?
It's not quite that much, but it's a full, well done, well blown up thing. I'll find a picture of it.
If you spend $50,000, will Axl Rose deliver it to your house personally?
He probably would, knowing Axl. He likes to make money.
Yeah, but he's not one to talk to people, though.
Oh, true.
Gene Simmons.
He's out there doing stuff now that I would have never thought he would do. Like he showed up at a Carrie Underwood show and did like Welcome to the Jungle and stuff with her.
Okay.
Or, and like, okay, or Sweet Child of Mine or something. One of them songs.
Mm-hmm.
So he's loosening up a little bit, I guess, after 35 years of being a prick.
Yeah, he is what, 60 now?
Yeah. It's time to like everybody.
Imagine that Axl Rose is 60 years old.
Yeah.
I mean, think about that. When GNR broke into the scene in 87,
mm-hmm.
they were just some ruffians from the streets of LA, man. And now we're talking, they're 60 years old.
Yeah.
That's just bizarre.
Dude, we're old.
I know, but it's just a weird thing.
Yeah. I hate it.
You're on the air.
I think that the GNR box set is worth every penny.
Oh, you do, and tell us, give us your inebriated opinion on this, Tim. Why is it worth every penny?
Well, because like it's got remastered editions of the albums, which I've been waiting for forever now, and you've got 2 live shows, which we've never had before. And you've got a DVD now or a Blu-ray. Now, I know Chris was saying, all this. I listened to Chris Akin Presents, and I know that they were saying that, all this stuff's been available before, but I've never seen this stuff, And not to mention the Creatures of the Night box set. I don't know if you're going to talk about that as well, but that's a 5 CD box set that Kiss have just put out, and it freaking is awesome.
Well, Tim, you're a music aficionado collector guy. So anybody who puts out a fancy box set with a bunch of little add-ons and freebies and extras and all this, you're going to think it's awesome. Everything that is up your alley as far as like your music genre interests are, if they put out a nice packaged box set, you're going to say it's awesome because you're a collector. You like this kind of stuff.
Absolutely, and this Kiss Creatures of the Night box set, for example, has a double CD of live stuff from that tour with songs that we've never heard live before that were from that album, and it's in really good quality, and it's like having Kiss Alive 3, which you know, because Kiss Alive 2 came, it was after Love Gun, and, you know, Kiss Alive, they had Kiss Alive, and then they did another 3 albums, and they had Alive 2, and now with this Creatures box set, it's like having a proper version of Alive 3. And, it sounds phenomenal.
Okay, fair enough. But again, if you're just a casual fan, you would probably not pick these things up. You would just go, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, I know, but casual has never been part of my DNA.
I understand. You're making my point.
By the way, just before I hang up,
yes.
Do you guys know what's happening with this Dokken box set?
Well, yeah, that's another whole story. We'll talk about it in a minute, Tim.
Okay. And do you know when the new album's out?
Oh my God, Tim! Thanks for calling. Thanks for listening.
Have you not been listening? I just commented on that.
No, I just got home, so I just tuned in. So I'll have to wait for the podcast. All right, cool.
There goes Tim. He called into the show without even listening to the show.
Yeah, he's a fan,
I guess. All right. Well, anyway, I wasn't aware of this box set, but I see it's all spread out there, you know.
Mm-hmm.
What we need is those 2 guys that did the review of the AC/DC box set.
We're partying, man. Look at this Axl Rose poster. Oh, that's so cool, man.
Yep.
That would be great. That's one of the all-time great. Got to give it to AC/DC. That was pretty fucking funny.
Was that endorsed by them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they put that out.
Okay. So they just got some goofy burnout guys acting out to doing this kind of thing. We're partying.
We're partying, man.
It's like heavy metal parking lot or something.
It really is. But yeah, no, Eric and I, we talked about this. Is it, to me, you know, I go back and forth with this. I you know, if you're a collector, fair enough. You know, I mean, this thing's pretty pricey. This one here.
What does it cost?
For the CD version, it's 200 something, or like $200.
Okay.
For the album version, the vinyl version, it's $450.
Okay.
I mean, that's pretty pricey.
Yeah.
For 2 albums that most acknowledge are not Guns N' Roses' best work. You know, so you know, it's the bigger issue that we were making was that all of these deluxe editions are really shitty. Not shitty the way they do them, but it's shitty that they release it knowing that they're going to release a deluxe version after. Now, this is a little different. This is obviously 30 years or whatever later. I'm talking about when a band releases an album and then, you know, 6 months later releases the deluxe version of the album.
Okay. Well, here's the question.
Mm-hmm.
How much input does the band have on this kind of stuff? Do they, how much decision making does the band have in releasing a box set as opposed to a record label deciding that they want to do this?
I would think it varies from band to band.
I understand. So the thing is some fans will look at this and go, look at Guns N' Roses and their money grab, but maybe they don't have control over that. Maybe the record label decided, hey, we're going to put this deluxe box set together because they have the rights to the music or the rights to the this or that, and they're going to do that regardless of the band saying they want any part of it or not part of it or endorse it or not endorse it. They're going to just do it. They're going to say, hey, we're going to put this whole deluxe set thing together, and this is what we're doing.
Yeah, I know that Guns N' Roses have advertised it, at least on their own socials.
Okay.
So in that level, I would imagine they're at least endorsing this thing.
Okay.
You know, that I do know. Yeah, I mean, I get it. I mean, who knows? Who knows if it's completely endorsed or if the record company, and it's probably a little bit of both too. The record company probably calls up Axl's manager and says, hey bro, 30th anniversary of Use Your Illusions. Let's put something out.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, all right, well, we've got these shows that we recorded for the live album that we didn't use, so let's use those. Let's put them on. My problem is that, and like Tim said, the one show that they put the DVD out on has been on YouTube forever.
Do you know which one it is?
Ritz 91.
Okay.
The show from the Ritz in 91.
There was a live show that was out where they were in Rio de Janeiro when
Rock in Rio.
When Matt Sorum first joined the band.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a really good video. I had it on VHS when it came out.
Right.
And when Randy, our good friend Rockin' Randy, was getting into the GNR tribute band,
right,
he wanted to borrow it to get some pointers or to kind of look at it just to see how the guys looked and performed and whatever. Never got it back.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and that's the end of that.
That was the end of that. But that was a really good live show. It was obviously shot professionally, and it was a good representation of what they were doing on that Use Your Illusions tour, and I thought it was a great show. I enjoyed watching it, and like I said, I let Randy borrow it so he could look for things to do with his tribute to GNR, and then I never saw the damn thing.
Yeah, of course, that it just
so if it ever gets released on a DVD or something like that, I would definitely buy it for myself.
Yeah, there it is.
What's that? The Rio show?
Yeah, that's the Rio show.
Okay,
91.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it's a good show. So.
It is a good show.
Right. But yeah, and big shock there, Randy kept it.
Sure.
Dude, I gotta keep it in case I need some more research, man.
Right.
These motherfucking truckers are crazy. These mother truckers are nuts.
Exactly.
Randy.
All right. Well, getting back to Mark's email here and his assessment of this whole box set thing.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I've always been a big fan of GNR, and during the late 80s and early 90s, I was obsessed with them.
Okay.
He said he was obsessed.
Good for him.
These days, however, they are ripping off the fans, releasing remasters and live versions of old tracks that any genuine GNR fan have heard countless times before. The Illusions 1 and 2 box set gives the fans nothing new at all. It sounds exactly the same as what I own already, as well as the remastered versions. They give us live concert versions. Take a listen to Dust and Bones from Wembley, August 1991, which I was at, and listen to how shit it sounds. Maybe that was added to the show that Izzy wasn't all the, let's see. Maybe that was added to show that Izzy wasn't all that essential and why he is not part of the band today. These guys are multi-millionaires and they can do what the fuck they like. They don't need fans like me anymore. They want new fans, younger fans. Queen are the same, cashing in on the old classics year in and year out.
Mm-hmm.
Since their 2016 reunion, 6 years have passed. During the 6 years, they have toured extensively, playing the same songs each time they come through town, plus a dreadfully bad cover version of Wichita Lineman. What the fuck? Have you seen that?
No.
They're doing a Glenn Campbell song?
Who, Guns N' Roses?
That's what he's saying.
We're going to find that right now.
During the 6 years, they have toured together extensively, playing the same songs each time they came through town, plus a dreadfully bad cover version of Wichita Lineman. What the fuck? Why? They have songs like Right Next Door to Hell, Back Off Bitch, Don't Damn Me, and Perfect Crime, and fuckload of other great tracks that they never play. Yeah, that is a thing that I often wonder, is when a band has, enough catalog to fill out a 90-minute, 2-hour show, and they choose to throw in a couple of covers. It's like, why are you doing that?
Yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense, but
it's like, why don't you dig into your catalog? And I agree with Mark here. Why don't you play something, that you never play?
Yeah.
And just surprise the hardcores and go, holy shit, I've never heard them play that live before.
Yeah, that is nuts. That I wonder why they don't. I wonder if it's just too difficult to I mean, I don't know. Why would it be any more difficult than any other?
I don't know. I mean, it's not like they're played Wichita Lineman as an original before. I mean, would it be any more difficult to learn one of your own songs?
Yeah, you wouldn't think so.
Or work it up into your set.
You wouldn't think it would be any worse for wear to do your own. People aren't there to see Glenn Campbell songs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is weird. Let's see. Here's the song. Let's pull it up and try it.
All right. Guns N' Roses, Wichita Lineman.
Hear you singing in the wire.
I don't know about you, but I'd be pretty annoyed if I had paid a couple $100 and I'm getting this.
Yeah. I absolutely hate that hat.
Yeah, that hat is awful. Where'd he get that? Juan Valdez?
I know. It's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And another thing that surprises me, after 6 years of touring as GNR with, with our 3 originals.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Axl hasn't gotten in better shape.
Well, this is old. This is from 2017.
But still.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't need to. He's a fucking 100 millionaire.
No, but still. Come on now.
He doesn't care.
All right. Let's see here. I had a ticket to see. Let's see here. Where did I leave off? All right. I had tickets to see them this summer in London, and I didn't go. It wasn't even a difficult decision to make. I caught them on YouTube at a gig in Prague just to get some excitement going. And wow, Axl sounded like crap, and I didn't even want to hear him like that. He gave Don Dokken a run for his money, that's for sure. Okay, we're not going to hear good new music from GNR. That time is long past. I have resigned to the fact that they are no longer a studio album band in any shape or form. If they were, their few new songs, old school. Their few new songs, old school, in this painfully bad piece of shit track called Absurd or Abturd were so desperately disappointing to me that I am done with GNR. They're going to have to pull something pretty spectacular out of their backsides to get me interested. However, Slash with Miles is still a good listen. What's next? The Spaghetti Incident remastered with live tracks?
Probably.
Democracy remastered with Slash and Duff added to the mix? A GNR cruise where everyone gets a KFC bucket to puke in when the sea gets rough in homage to Buckethead? Adler's Appetite first on the bill at the 1 p.m. to kick things off, but still not allowed to play with GNR because they are happy to have the world's most boring drummer, Frank Farrar, behind the kit.
Hey, that's our friend.
This guy plays the absolutely basic bare minimum each night. No feel, no Adler. On one side of Frank, or Wank, as I call him, is this chick who contributes nothing, absolutely nothing. If a sound guy unplugged her, nobody would ever notice. Then we have Dizzy motherfucking boring Safe Reed. So the most dangerously overpriced band in the world have a box set out, but I certainly won't buying it or stream it.
Okay.
Mark Miller. So he's a pretty pissed off GNR fan or former fan.
I guess so.
Mm-hmm.
He's moved on.
So there's Mark saying, fuck you, pal, to GNR.
Yeah, no kidding. I can't find it. I'm looking for it, but I saw an article this week I read about, I should have saved it. It was an article about why no one should care about the fact that they're putting out new music, because they're working on an album allegedly and whatever. We've been fooled down that road before, that we're not even going to go to that anymore.
Mhm.
But the point, and it was written by like some PR guy. It wasn't written by like some dummy. But his point was, these guys aren't angry anymore. They're rich and fat, and they don't have that energy anymore, and that's why those two absurd, like Mark said, old school or whatever that song is called, and absurd were just shit, because they don't have any creative juice together, and they don't have any energy anymore, no hunger. Now it's just a bunch of rich guys, putting together a product to sell to their dummy fans.
All right, I get it. Now, what do you know about this Creatures of the Night box set? Can you pull that one up?
I'll pull it up. I don't know very much about it. I me not being a Kiss fan, I don't give a shit. But
well, I just want the particulars on it. Like, what does this cost? What's all included in that? I know Tim just gave us a little bit of a rundown on his thoughts on this, but just curious.
All right. Well, the Kiss, let me put the graphic on here. The Kiss is it's $300.
300, huh?
300, yeah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna present slides. Kill that one. Bring in this one. Slides. It's $300. It looks like it's 5 CDs and a DVD. Hold on, I'll get the description here. There it is. Let's see. It is. Oh, that's just a picture. Let's see. Here's what it says. Kiss Creatures of the Night. The Creatures of the Night 40th Anniversary Super Deluxe boasts 103 total tracks, with 75 being unreleased. Newly remastered, the original album has never sounded better. CDs 2 and 3 feature 34 demos, rarities, and outtakes, including unreleased gems like Dirty Weapon, the Penny Lane demo, Not for the Innocent demo, and Betrayed outtake. CDs 4 and 5 highlight 26 incredible soundboard live recordings from the Creatures 82-83 tour and 7 super rare tour sound effects, all recorded and archived by Creatures tour sound engineer Harry Witz. The Blu-ray audio disc showcases the first ever Atmos and 5.1 surround mix, plus the high-resolution, newly remastered 1982 stereo mix of the original album. The Super Deluxe explodes further with an extensive array of bonus collectibles with a K, including the 80-page hardcover book with extensive liner notes by Ken Sharp, a monstrous amount of unreleased photos and imagery, Creatures of the Night 1982 press kit featuring a bio sheet, Creatures tour band new poster 11x17, 2 stage drawings, the loudest band in the world poster 16x24, Japanese promo poster 16x22.5, band black and white photo 8x10, Gene, Paul, Eric, and Vinny color photos 8x10, Creatures 40th t-shirt iron-on transfer sheet. So You don't actually get the t-shirt, you get an iron-on. I didn't even know they still made those. But
I didn't either.
All right. I Love It Loud bumper sticker, Australian Creatures sticker, Maracana Stadium Rio de Janeiro 6/18/83 replica ticket. Replica ticket. Creatures Tour Detroit VIP cloth sticky backstage pass, 4 Killers era trading cards, Creatures 82 replica tour program, Gene, Paul, Eric, and Vinny Chris Hoffman illustrations 9x12, Gotham Rock City News Volume 2 newspaper, track by track interviews with Gene, Paul, Eric, Vinny, Michael James Jackson, Bryan Adams, Jimmy Valiance, Adam Mitchell, and Michael Japp. 5 glow-in-the-dark guitar picks, an iron-on patch, and 4 buttons.
Well, it's definitely a big old throwback to the, the things that you used to get, in the 80s, late 70s, early 80s.
Yeah.
With the iron-on patches and the transfer things and all that stuff.
Yeah, that's really not that bad for $300, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine spending $300 for the entire Kiss catalog, but that's just me.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to listen to this on Spotify or something. See if any of these bonus tracks are worth a shit.
Right.
That's always my problem. Is they give you demos. Who cares? Have you ever just said, you know what? I love Dokken, so I'm going to go and dig out the Dokken demos from Back for the Attack.
Well, as far as loving demos, I won't say that I love demos, but when you do run across a demo of, say, a song that became popular, and you hear like some of the original incantations of it or how they were working it, like the ones that like the Don Dokken Up from the Ashes, Glenn Hughes was singing.
Yeah.
He was just, working out the material and singing some of the lyrics, and obviously some of the lyrics changed, from what started out to what became the song.
Right.
That's interesting to hear when, like, under Lock and Key, when Jeff Pilson is singing, the lead vocal lines as they're working out. That's interesting when you run across it for the first time, but would you go back and listen to it? No.
Well, would you buy it is the question.
No, absolutely not. I wouldn't buy it. I just like, but obviously I've run across things over the years that are just, that's kind of different, I see how that changed, or, whatever the case may be, but no, I wouldn't go out and buy it. Shouldn't know.
Yeah, see, that's where I'm at too. Is like it's fine to hear it. It's kind of like bonus tracks. Like when we first got MP3s, and all of a sudden all these bonus tracks from Japan started popping up that we had never heard before here in the States.
Right.
That was cool to kind of hear those tracks. But did I ever go out of my way to spend $45 to buy an import of I don't know, whoever? No, hell no.
Because it had the one song on it that the American version didn't have.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Yeah, a good friend, rest in peace, long-haired Mike. He was one of those guys.
Mm-hmm.
He would buy the import to get the bonus track song.
Right. Yeah. And I can't even fathom that.
Yeah. But again, he was another collector aficionado guy, and he was a purist and had to have it, and that was his thing. That was his collector.
Yeah. Well, again, to each their own, and it is a business, and if you've got that money to waste, that's what these guys are here for, is to take it from you.
Hail and kill, caller, you're on the air. Hello.
Hey, this is Ruben, the Sleaze Rocks guy from Oregon.
Hey, Ruben, the Sleaze Rocks guy.
So, it's funny you guys are talking about the 2 box sets, and I happened to buy, let's say I bought the Kiss one, and I got a good deal on it for 177 bones. So that one's totally worth it.
So you bought it from some guy wearing a trench coat out in the alley?
No, it was on Amazon. Believe it or not, if you pre-order on Amazon, they tend to drop the price. So I was pleasantly surprised that I got it for $177.
Are you a big Kiss fan?
Certain eras. I think Creatures of the Night's kind of the end of the road for me, as far as stuff that I collect. So I guess the record means something to me, so therefore I went all out on that one. But
what does it mean to you?
I just remember watching the music video for I Love It Loud, and that kind of being kind of the introduction for me for Kiss. I came on board in the 80s.
Okay.
And did your eyes start to glow, and did you go out and Join up with the throng of zombies.
No, I mean, but that was kind of the end of that makeup era, you know, because I mean, they did get a little harder on that record, and you know, after that, it was kind of hit and miss with the, you know, take off the makeup and, you know, go into more of the glammy type stuff. But all the stuff in here that you guys were talking about, I mean, all the goodies on there, man, it makes it worth owning. And I also picked up the Destroyer one, and this one's equally as good. I mean, it's not as great of a record as Destroyer, but box set for box set, I mean, they're pretty much on par.
No. Well, we've always said about Kiss is that even if you don't like the music, it's always a super pro product. I mean, they do not put out a cheap version of anything.
No. And you know, you guys were talking about the GNO. I happen to get that one too. Illusions, I thought I wouldn't buy it because they made me stay up till about 2 a.m. when they played in Portland, Oregon. I was still in high school. So, you know, that explaining that to the parents, I mean, they didn't really believe that the show started at 2 a.m. That's when I wasn't going to buy it. But mine showed up, and it happened to be a present for my kid. So, you know, I don't know how much they paid for it, but I have that too. Not as cool as the Appetite one, but they did go all out with all the extras, you know, like the hardback book and poster and, you know, some miscellaneous other stuff. But would I have bought it? No way.
Right.
Now, do you have a room where you display these kind of things? I mean, do you?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I'm kind of a sucker for box sets, especially for bands that are from, you know, the era that I grew up. I mean, I have all the Leopard ones, the Cooper. You know, what else I got here? I even got that Warlock with the, you know, the Doro sculpture. I mean, just stupid shit. I mean, I guess I'm a sucker.
Oh, I mean, if that's your thing, that's, you know, whatever. I mean, people like their stuff. I mean, obviously, if you look behind me, and you know,
Right.
now, I mean, you can see I got a ton of shit that either been given to me over the most of the stuff that I have has been given to me as presents over the years.
Right. No, I mean, yeah, if some people are still into the physical stuff, and like you guys were saying, you know, if you know, there's those people that will shell out for it, and those bands are more than happy to take your money.
Yeah. Well, that's it. And why shouldn't they?
Right.
If you're willing to give it to them, why wouldn't they take it?
Sure.
I'll take your money, Ruben. You want to send some this way?
Well, you know, it's almost the holidays, but maybe after the holidays. I'm going to be paying. I still got a couple payments on that Monsters of Rock cruise, so maybe you won't get it till after the spring.
See, you'll give Kiss $180. You won't give us $5 a month. I see how it is, Ruben.
See, when you make it sound that way, you make me sound like a real cheapskate.
Yeah, get the priorities right, Ruben.
I know. I should be I should pledge more money to you guys, a few more shekels, as you say. Oh man!
Don't be anti-Semitic now.
I was just figured I'd give you guys a real quick call just to kind of give you a little bit kind of opinion on my end on that. But yeah, the GNR one, you know, that's a hard sell. I mean, I don't even know that there's very many hardcore fans that would own that. Unfortunately, I wound up with one, but it'll just be a nice paperweight or something.
Well, Tim in Australia says it's worth every penny. It's worth every penny. Tim in Australia says it's worth every peny.
Oh, geez.
And you're the third friend that we have that I know has it. And that's just of our friends.
Yeah. Well, you know, I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe my kids don't like me that much.
Or you got some rich kids who could spend $300 on a box set for you.
But I will say, you know, you guys threw out that ridiculous idea, or somebody did, about the. I guess it was that article or email that you were reading about the fellow that was saying what's next, the Spaghetti Incident Deluxe. I wouldn't rule that out.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. They'll have another 10 songs that they recorded during that era, allegedly, and
Right.
You know, I'm sure there is. I would bet anything that there will be one. Why not? If they're cashing in, look, if they're selling 200 of these deluxe editions, just 200, it more than pays for itself. So why wouldn't they do it for each one? And then they'll retread it again, and they'll do the deluxe edition for the 50th anniversary.
I got a crowbar in the Cult because I know you guys did that thing on the new Cult album, which is so like you guys were saying. But their Sonic Temple box set is fucking great, and you got to track that down, Neely.
Okay.
It's highly recommended. I mean, again, you know, if you know, that's kind of their breakthrough record. Obviously, even the casuals have that one, but that box set is excellent.
Good. Well, I wasn't even aware it existed. Maybe we'll look at that next.
Sure. All right. Well, thanks, you guys.
All right. Hail and kill, Ruben.
And fuck you, pal. So we'll see you.
There he goes. The Sleaze Rock guy.
The Sleaze Rocks Ruben.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah.
That's him. That's the guy.
Well, there you go. Now you have something else to go buy. When you're buying your guns, you could stop over and get the Cult box set.
Well, why don't you pull that up? Can you pull that up? See what's all in that?
Which album was it? Sonic Temple?
That's Sonic Temple, yeah.
Sonic Temple box set. Let's see. The Cult Sonic Temple 30th anniversary. Boy, I guess they couldn't fucking afford anything for the album art. Jesus, are you shitting me?
You mean you don't get like a free Ian Asbury Evil Pilgrim hat? Is that part of the black?
That might be. Who knows?
That's what I always called them, the Evil Pilgrim.
Let me see if they got a couple of pictures here before I start reading what all is in this piece of shit. I mean, this great box set.
This piece of shit.
You know, I have no interest in this at all, but
of course not.
No.
Hail and kill, caller, you're on the air.
Look, it's like this. Okay.
Okay.
There's these you know, in the case of the Creatures of the Night box set, okay, there's all these demos that are out on YouTube, and like a lot of the demos that are on this box set are out on YouTube and things like that. But the thing is, they sound like rubbish. You know, like the sound quality is just from bootleggers putting it on YouTube and stuff. And with this kind of stuff, it's pristine. And it's just demos that a lot of Kiss fans have been waiting for years and years and years.
Have they been waiting? If they didn't exist or you didn't know they existed, how do you know people were waiting for them?
Well, that's a very good point. But the thing is, you do know that. No, but you do know that. You're on YouTube.
God damn it! I can't wait till they release those demo tracks that I never heard. I don't even know if they exist.
There's a song on this box set called Deadly Weapons, which is a demo from Music from the Elder before they decided to make it a concept album. In the beginning, they were just making a traditional rock album. And it's sung by Paul Stanley, and it's an absolute perler. And to have it in this quality is just a dream come true.
A dream come true?
Wow.
A dream come true.
It's a pearl of a song. And by the way, I'll hang up. Nickelback released a new album this week, and it is a perler.
A perler.
All right, there he goes.
All right, Tim. There you go.
He had to get his Nickelback plug in there, and then he hung up immediately.
Yeah, because he knew.
I don't want to hear any backlash about Nickelback.
He knew what was coming. So there's the brilliant new artwork for the Cult.
Okay.
Jesus, that is poor.
It's Billy Duffy and his stance. That's
just fucking poor.
That's it, huh?
That's it. And there's no pictures of the box. It's a 5-disc set.
5?
5. First one is the album.
Okay.
Second looks to be some unreleased tracks and some edits of tracks. Third disc looks like it's all demos. Fourth disc looks like it's all demos.
Wow.
and 5th is a live show.
Okay.
So, and I mean, this is not even in the same category. It's 5 discs, $30.
Yeah, and probably no added extras or nothing. No,
Well, you get those 5 discs, but
know what I mean is like photo book and all that.
Yeah, none of that. No, you're just getting MP3s on a disc, but
All right.
it's $30, $30.34. That's really not terrible.
It's not terrible. I mean, just buying 5 discs.
Yeah.
Okay.
So have at it.
That's it, huh?
That's it. That's all they're offering here.
That's the no frills. Hail and Kill Call, you're on the air.
How's it going, boys?
Hey, it's Aussie Ace.
Damn straight. And I've listened, and I'll tell you now, I fucking downloaded the Creatures box set.
You downloaded it. Where did you
Fucking
download it from?
I did. I didn't pay a cent for it.
And you're a Kiss fanatic.
Hey, you know, I'm not going to wait fucking 2 months for it to get over here.
Good idea.
But I will say this, regardless of what everyone has said, for me, the value is Paul Stanley's rants, where it actually they had to put a parental advisory sticker on the album. Like, first time ever for a Kiss album. And it's like, Paul's rants, they are fucking gold. Just the rants are worth it.
And what does he say that's so scary that they had to put a sticker on?
One of them is he's telling the story about the love gun. You know, they're walking through the airport, you know, and he had to get frisked down and whatever. And he's like, you know, you put the hand on my chest and bang, and then it's like the hand on the cock. And yeah. And then the liquor one as well, Cold Gin. That's a totally different one that was not in Wheezy's compilation list. But yeah, look, I will say this: it is a fantastic album. I listened to the artist guy who put together that book and explained everything. Yeah, they only snuck in Michael James Jackson's name on the last page because he passed away in, what was it, April, and and it came out in June, or was going to the printers in June. But yeah, it's a good listen, absolutely. And I don't hear any. They must have cut out all the Paul Stanley on stage telling Vinny to fucking keep the solos to a minute. But the other thing too was apparently there's so much demos that Vinny had possession of that they just could not use on this box set, and because of the legalities, they can't use them because that's for music, and to hear the demos of that, it would have been good. But Vinny owns them; they couldn't use them. They had to be careful with that. And as far as you were talking about the bands approving it, well, this guy who's done the book, he did the Destroyer book. He's been working with Kiss for 20 years, the artist, and he said, yeah, for the first time ever, they send it off to Paul and Gene. They normally read the copy text before any pictures come through, and he said it was the first time it just came back with both of them saying, yep, go ahead with it. He was expecting a bit of pull that photo of Vinny out and all this, but no, apparently they gave the all clear, but him and that Ken Sharp have got the sort of reign on that anyway, so I'm sure that is different for every band.
Oh, look at you! Look at you! You kiss historian. You.
I downloaded it last night. Listened to it, all 5 albums. Just I think it went through twice. Yeah.
Wow. Well,
and it's great because there is a transition there with those 4 songs off the Killers album that Michael James Jackson came in to produce. That album only came out in Japan, I think, in Australia, and and then there's sort of those songs in between that were building up to. But there's very good banter with Gene and Paul in the studio on the demos. So that's well worth listening to. But Gene doesn't seem to play much bass at all. I don't know. Anyway.
Well, that's been rumored for years, is that even before he was in the band, that Bruce Kulick was showing up and playing bass on some of those albums.
Well, apparently, I'm just trying to think now the guy's name who played bass on Creatures. A guy got a call at midnight. Someone sharp or someone got a call at midnight to go down and do the bass on Creatures. So, yeah, I don't know, but apparently Gene's playing bass on, Rock and Roll Hell You Hear there on a few of them. But, look, it's a good listen to. You know, it's better than anything that fucking Guns N' Roses or whatever doing, I'm sure.
Is it a good listen on the track that you're running on there, Ozzy? Jesus.
I need a cigarette.
You and you're breathing hard like you're running on a treadmill while you're talking to us.
I was busy there for a little bit, and then I rang up, and then that Ruben, it was engaged, and then fucking retard Tom was on or whatever. And I was going to come over earlier, but I'm hoping to be in the States before Chrissy's out, and everything's going to plan. I just came back from Taiwan last week. So that was no dramas there. And hopefully everything will fall into place, and then the Trumpy will be back in power in America. Nice.
Well, Ozzy, I went on the Kiss cruise a few weeks ago, and
I know, and I was trying to work it that to get on that with you, but I mean the Taiwan thing got delayed and whatever. I mean I could have done it, but anyway, I mean nearly going on a Kiss cruise. Who would have thought?
Yeah, who would have thought? Well, I ran into some of your fellow countrymen over there, the Kiss freaks.
Okay.
Yeah, they said that they had met you at one point. Is that true?
Who?
Yeah, they said that they had met you at one point somewhere, at some show.
Oh, absolutely. Of course, Neely. There's many people I know.
Well, yeah, you're a popular fellow over there in Australia.
Hold on, Neely. I've got to get that Trump phone call now.
Well, Ozzy, what's more important and what mostly Chris likes to know.
What did you think of the cruise, though? What did you think of the cruise, regardless of like, I mean, I know Dokken was on there, but I mean, all up the whole atmosphere and everything. And from what I've heard from a few podcasts, the first week was much more empty as opposed to the second week. But what did you think of it as a cruise? Would you do it again?
No, if I was doing it for myself, no, I would not go. If I was invited to go in the same circumstances that I ended up on this one, I would go for that, but not, I would never just buy onto a cruise and go do that. No.
Well, what? Because of the entertainment or being stuck in one?
It's just, you're just stuck on a boat. I mean, there's nothing you can do for 6 days. I mean, you can only go to so many bars. You can go to so many restaurants. Some of the bands played 2 and 3 times. You can see them, so many times. And, what else are you going to do?
That's right, because there's not really a lot of fucking fresh pussy, is there?
Yeah, not in this age group.
Well, not new anyway.
Yeah, well, you brought it up. Since you brought it up, and Chris and I were always fascinated with your adventures. What's the latest since COVID has kind of passed us by? What's the latest with the whorehouse situation over there?
Oh, fucking! I've been getting a few outcalls just coming to my house.
Oh yeah. So what,
yeah.
What does something like that cost?
About 450.
450
for how long?
Depending on where she has to come from. I mean, most of mine are local. They're within about 10 Ks. What's that about? 8-7 miles or whatever. So yeah, local. But Yeah, and once they see my big, hard Polish cock, they just stay the night.
So $450 is for an overnighter.
Yeah, on some will say, oh, plus you got to pay for the Uber or the cab. But yeah, around 400, 450. Some that are 250, 300, they're a bit more slutty. It's probably got a child or two.
They got a child or two.
Well, the cheaper priced ones.
But what is this for? Is this for a nut or is this for a night?
No, for a night you'd be looking at this probably $3,000.
$3,000.
Wow.
Yep.
So it's just until you blow a load?
No, generally it's probably about 60 to 90 minutes for $400.
60 to 90.
If they come to your house.
Yeah. Wow.
Ain't bad.
All right.
But then I got these couple of there's a couple of little bisexual crazies at the moment that are doing it too. I'll send you the link. Have a look.
Bisexual crazies.
Well, they're two little Asian girls, really nice, man, and yeah, they'll go fucking crazy, man. And if you've got a little bit of weed, lying around too, you must probably get a couple of hours out of them. See, some of them are straight down the line, as in they won't do anal, they won't do even any natural sex. It's basically just hand jobs, body rub, massage, all that. They state they're a student studying, blah blah blah. But then you'll get the sluts that'll be like, you can come in my fucking mouth if you want.
Nice.
So, there is quite a difference, but yeah. So that's what's happening there. And but I didn't experience any women in Taiwan. I will be honest. Very different to China. It is. I mean, even though they speak Chinese over there and everything, different sort of vibes.
Gotcha.
But yeah, hopefully things are falling into place, and I should be over there. I'd like to think before the end of the year, anyway. But I'll let you know anyway.
The end of this year or the end of 2023?
End of this year.
Oh, like a month.
I'd like to, yeah, for sure. And I also want to spend a couple of weeks in the UK, but really, just to sort of sort out some business. Basically, I just need to speak to someone in regards to what do I need to do to set up a legit business, because I just want to have that set up so when the containers arrive there, bang, I'm ready to roll.
All right, Ozzy.
So, yeah. So if you know a consultant or someone, that's all I need to know, because the people here in Australia, they're fucking brainless, mate. They're all like fucking this country here, really, I mean, people rave on about Australia. Oh, it's a great fucking country and all this bullshit it is. It's only fucking good for Aboriginals, or if you came over here on a fucking leaky boat and you're an illegal immigrant.
Well,
it's good for them.
It's getting that way here, Ozzy. I hate to say it.
Oh, the world, yeah. Anyway, all right, boys. Hail and kill. Fuck you, pal. Hands up.
Wow.
There goes Ozzy.
There goes Ozzy. Yeah.
We haven't heard from Ozzy in a while.
Yeah. Other than tell me how bad the website blows.
He said our website is too difficult to navigate.
Too difficult. I'm like, yeah, whatever. I don't know. Did you see my email back? I just said, shut up.
I did. There's too much going on there.
Yeah, well, I'm not stripping it down. We have a lot of shit going on.
Yeah. All right. Well, anything else?
No, I think that, that's a good place to stop for now. And
yeah. Well, Tim did ask about the Dokken box set.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on. Hail and kill caller, you're on the air.
Okay, I take offense. Firstly, I'm not a retard. Secondly, Aussie Ace, your life is a bit questionable if you ask me. Who's this guy? No, who's this guy to call me out and say, oh, the rest of Australia is just like Tim? Well, if you don't like it here, this is a wonderful country. If you don't like it here, be like Jolene Turner and go and live somewhere else. Because Australia's bloody excellent, and we're very fortunate in this country. I feel very fortunate and very proud as a proud Australian. And get off your high horse.
Yeah.
Yeah. And out. Wow.
There, take that, Aussie Ace.
Wow. Tim's mad.
In your face, pal. Well, anyway, getting back real quick, and we'll cut this segment. But you know, there's been negotiation on this box set for the Dokken box set for like 2 years now, and
sure,
they finally got it. The agreement hammered out. Everybody got their piece of the pie. The four, most popular members being, Don, Wild Mick, Jeff, and George.
Right.
And, one of the biggest hangups was George. He wasn't playing ball.
Okay.
But they finally got it hammered out. And as to what is going to be included in the box set, I don't know that. I don't know what's in there as far as like any extras, aside from the four discs, the Breaking the Chains, Tooth and Nail, Under Lock and Key, and Back for the Attack. So
okay.
I don't know. We'll see what I think I think it's Rhino might be putting this thing out. I'm not positive.
Well, in what, 2023 sometime,
yeah,
I imagine,
next year. I think they want, if they had gotten the negotiation nailed down, it probably would have been released this fall in time for Christmas, but it probably won't be till next year. So
it might be next year for Christmas.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens. Yeah. That's all I know.
Oh yeah. Look at that.
Look at what?
On the screen.
Right.
Tim will always be my favorite CMS retard. Curly Q's in the chat room.
All right. I'll let you pick a tune. So what should we play?
You know what? I'm going to surprise y'all. How about Edie from the Cult?
Really?
How about that?
Oh, I like that song.
Yeah. I don't especially like it, but whatever. It's one that I know that they have. So we talked about the Cult.
I don't necessarily like the Cult, but you know what? If we're going to talk Cult, I might as well pick a song I know they do.
Yeah, exactly. I don't even know if that's like a popular one or not. It's just one I know.
It was a hit.
Was it? Okay.
Yep. So we'll definitely do that.
Mm.
Let's see here. Pull it up here real quick. Let's see, where is it?
Is that a Sonic Temple song?
It is.
Hence the reason I know. It's the only album I think I've ever really listened to much.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll play a few tunes and we'll come back and do some more stuff. So for Chris's request, the Cult.
Right.
Here's Edie. Here's Edie exclusively here
on your Classic Metal Show.
Thanks for checking out this episode of The Classic Metal Show. Get all of our episodes uncensored at www.theclassicmetalshow.com. Join us weekly from 9 p.m. till 3 a.m. Eastern at www.cmsradio.net. Participate in the live chat room at www.chatandkill.com. Once again, thank you for checking out The Classic Metal Show with Neely and Chris. Hail and kill, fuck you, pal, and hand job.